Hello everyone, welcome back to Best Shot Designs. So today I am going to make a tractor design as I was exploring and I find this quote really interesting. So I am going to redesign this quote. So I am showing you the process. This is how you can work for MicroStock or print on demand. If you like something, you can simply redesign that using a different graphic and different text. I mean different font, and that is fine. So the quote is not copyrighted. So you can work like this, as this is the going to be the example. And for creating a design like this, I need a tractor graphic. So I am using Glyph AI here. I am just giving the prompt illustration of a tractor, black lines, vector art, sticker, and that is giving me this image of a tractor, and that is good to go. I can use that. So to process that image, I am using Photoshop again, and I am going to import that image here. I am just going to go to adjustment and threshold. So this is going to give me an image like this, somewhat black and white. So maybe I will just keep it like this with some color details in it, and that is fine. I'm just going to rasterize it, and then I'm going to press Ctrl A and then Ctrl C to copy this. Now in Illustrator, I can simply press Ctrl V to paste that image. So I'm going to trace it. I'm using the default trace option of Illustrator. I can increase the threshold here to make the details more prominent like this, and that is fine. So selecting this, now expand it. I'm going to click on this icon here, that is the trim option of Illustrator, and with that I can simply remove all the excess part of this image. So let's say I don't want this outer white of this design. I want to remove this part from here. So something like this, but as you can see, this is removing some unnecessary parts that I want to keep. And for fixing that, I am going to simply just maybe remove this part also. So from here, as you can see, let's change the color. So for this red part, as you can see, it is like connected from this area, and I want to remove this part only, but I want to keep this part. So that is not happening because it is everything is connected from here. So I am selecting this shape. Now go to knife tool, and with knife tool I'm going to make a cut like this. I'm just clicking and dragging, that is going to cut this part, as you can see, and I can remove that part. So everything else is fine. I'm just going to keep it as it is. For this area, as you can see, I wanted to keep this part, but it is removed with the other part. So I am using my pencil tool like this to draw a shape. Then I'm going to make it white, right click, arrange, send to back. So as you can see, this is how it is looking. Maybe I will just remove some of these parts, or this design is good, but there are some blacks, as you can see from here, and some blacks from here. It is matching with the background. So let's select everything and create an offset path. So for the offset path, I am just going to make it a smaller in size, then make it round. This is how it is going to be. Okay, so maybe I'll increase a little bit and then press OK. So this is how it is going to be. I am just going to unite them. That is giving me this solid shape, but do not click anywhere. Just press Ctrl X to cut it. Now select this tractor and then press Ctrl B to paste it in the back. So if I change the color, you will be able to see that I am creating an outline somehow like this. So I'm just going to make it white. So in that way, everything will be visible on a black background. So I want to make the design on a black color background like this one. So I need to make everything visible, something like this. Now I need to type my text, the text that I'm going to use here. So this is the text I'm going to use. It is saying sometimes I am on my tractor, and I am using sometimes I ride my tractor. So this is really not important to change it. I didn't change it to avoid copyright or something. I just changed it because I feel like it. So I like this one better. That's why I'm changing it anyway. So I need to make a design. So first step is I need to identify the focus text or the main text of my graphic. So let's say we are making a design for tractor. So this tractor is the main focus text. I need to make it a bigger, I need to keep it bigger in my design. So that is for sure. So tractor is the first focus text. So in that case I can make this grumpy text a bit bigger and put it on top like this. Then I can put it like this. So for this design here I am going to choose a font that is going to be a kind of a tough looking or masculine font. So I have some fonts in my collection. Maybe I will use this one. Is looking good, but I am going to use a font like this one. Okay, so there is, yeah, this one is looking good. So grumpy and tractor, this is going to be the focus text of my design. So step one is I am going to put to ruler here on the sides of my graphic, the tractor graphic, like this, and I am going to make this the wide of my design. So I will not put my text outside that border. In that way I will be able to keep everything inside this area. So something like this. So I need to put two more lines here. So in that case I can make it like a make a curve here that will give me some space. So go to effect, wrap, and then arc. Okay, so arc upper it should be, and that is going to look like this, but I will bring this in the negative direction, something like this. So as you can see, this is how it is looking. Sometimes I write my, I'm just going to make everything with that same font. Sometimes I write my tractor. So this is going to be a very basic design. So I'm going to, again I'm going to place this text, I'm going to apply that effect, but in this time I'm going to use arc lower effect. So that will give me that similar look, the opposite of the tractor text. So as you can see, this is how it is looking, this is how it is looking. So these are effect applied on them, that's why we can see the blue lines and the original text. So I need to expand them to get rid of that. But when it is showing with that blue text, that means it is right now editable. I can edit it. So if I go to this properties panel, and from here I will be able to go to this section, and then I will be able to change the effect from here, as you can see. And then once I am satisfied, I can expand it. So everything is looking like this. Anyway, so for this tractor text I am going to, let's use an ellipse here. So I'm just going to make it look like this, a little bit bigger in size. So maybe I will select these two, then I'm going to make them, I'm going to, okay, so I need to select them, I need to make them a group, then I can select it, and then I can select them to align it. So we can actually select the guides or the rulers and then align things with that, that is also fine. And once we are satisfied, we can lock them. So that is going to be from here, log guides. So now I can no longer select them, so that is fine. So here this grumpy text I am going to put it like this, and then I am not always grumpy. So let's use another font, that is a good font. So let's use this one, I am not always grumpy, something like this. So I will use this one for that. I am not always grumpy, I will put it like this, and then from here sometimes I write my. So I am going to select this part. I can put this text on this ellipse or in this part, or I can simply just create a line from here, just like this, make it this wide, align them. Now I can simply, okay, I'll make it a bit down like this. Now here I am going to apply this effect on my that line. So that is good. Now I am going to select these two, tractor and this circle, but let's keep a copy. So I'm going to press Ctrl C to copy this ellipse from here, and then select this tractor and the ellipse, right click, make clipping mask. That is going to put my tractor inside the clipping mask. Now I am going to press Ctrl F again. That is going to make it look like this. So I don't need this part of the tractor. So let's select the tractor graphic, and then I'm going to erase it from there, and it is looking like this, that is fine. So for this ellipse here, I can simply expand it if I don't need it as a text anymore. So once it is expanded, I am going to erase it from here. Sometimes I write my So let's put it like this. Sometimes I ride my tractor. Okay, so this is how it is looking, and that is fine. I am not always grumpy. Okay, okay, first of all, let's make this a group. Then we will be able to align everything with this group to bring them in the center. So I'm not always grumpy. Sometimes I ride my tractor. So it is going to look like this. And for this area, we can put something else there. So let's say for this area, I am going to just put a line or maybe two line. This is not really important, but I like to do this kind of feeling. Okay, so and then I'm going to apply this effect on it. So this is how it is looking. That is good. This is looking good. And for the background, I can use a half tone pattern maybe. Let's try one. So taking an ellipse, then I'll put this gradient on it, and I need it to be a radial gradient, but I want the blacks to be in the center and the whites on the outside, something like this. And with this selected, go to effect and then go to pixelate and then color halftone, and from here I am going to make everything 50, and let's see how it looks. Okay, this is good, but I need it to be a bit bigger, so maybe radius I am going to make it 15, and then let's see. Okay, so this is looking good. So now this is an effect, so I need to expand it, expand appearance, then click on this image trace. That will make our halftone effect like this. That is good, nothing to worry about. Trim it, then from here I am going to erase everything that is in white. So I am just going to cut it, and inside this clipping mask where the tractor is, I am going to place this halftone, make it align with the clipping mask circle, and then I am going to send it to the back. Also I am going to make it in white color, so it is going to look like this. That is fine. And from here I can simply just select this offset path of the tractor, then I am going to cut it. So again I am going to select this halftone effect and open transparency for it, paste it here, make it all the way black, then maybe merge and unite. So just to make a shape like this, that is going to make a cutout effect. Anyway, so this is just a simple design. I am not going to make it too much complex. So this is how we can simply make a copy of any existing design and we can upload it. So as you can see, this is the original design and this is our version of it. But the thing here is, if I put this design on a, let's say I want to print it on a red shirt or something else, something like a green shirt or blue shirt, then if I print it like this, there is going to be this black color in my design, which is good, but in some cases we can remove that. Let's say I want to print it on a red shirt, so that black is not going to look very good because everything else is in white and we have the black on the tractor only. So we can fix that. So for fixing that, we need to go to this layer where we can select this black color, as you can see, black layer, or this, we can use our magic wand tool to cut this black layer from here. Cut it, then I am going to select this offset path that we created earlier in the first way. So we can simply just remove it, or we can select this green layer, that is the offset path layer, open transparency, and then press Ctrl F, and of course make sure it is 100% black, and in this way you can make it look like this. So as you can see, now if I print this on a red shirt or whatever color I am going to choose for the shirt, the design is going to be a see-through design. So there is not going to be any kind of black in the design. So as you can see, previously there was this black layer on the design, but now there is no black layer in my design. So that is the perfect way of converting any design into one color. Also, it will be really easy for screen printing, but okay, so I have a mistake here. I need to select this halftone effect, and then from here I'm going to erase this part. So now it is okay. So as you can see, this is how we can create a new design using some existing quotes, and this is how you can upload them on print on demand, MicroStock, or wherever you want. So this is going to be a complete vector design. Also, you don't need to mention AI for uploading a design like this, although it is created using AI, but no need to mention that because it is not going to be detected as AI, because we just take the black lines and created our own version of the graphic. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope it was helpful. Let me know in the comment section. Have a great time. Thank you.